Hi everyone. Thank you guys for choosing Chanel's Reality. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time, please, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channels. On this channel, I speak mostly about celebrity news and reality TV. I love Chanel, and this is my reality. So welcome to Chanel's Reality. Again, like the videos, hit the subscribe button and notification button as well. That way you'll be notified when I go live or when I upload a new video, or anything that I'm doing on my channel, you'll get a notification. Also, doing those things like hitting the like button and subscribing is a really easy way to support my channel over here on YouTube. So tonight I'm gonna be talking to you guys about Porsha Guobadia, or Porsha Williams. I don't know. She maybe went back to Williams. So it's being reported, I believe on Thursday, that Porsha filed for divorce from her husband, Simon Guobadia, I believe. They were married for a little over a year. I believe it was like 15 months or something like that. And a few days ago, it felt like it broke the internet. It didn't, but lots of people were talking about the fact that it was being reported that her husband, her current husband, Mr. Guobadia, has been in jail multiple times. All of these things are alleged on Chanel's Reality, okay? It's just my opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes only. But it's been alleged by many outlets that Simon Guobadia has been arrested multiple times for things like bank fraud, identity theft, marriage shams for citizenship and that type of thing. He's been deported a few times. It's bad. So here's my thing. Listen, bravo. I just want y'all to come to the front. I want Bravo to come to the front, because listen, y'all don't vet nobody. Nobody. I mean, honestly, I know people are like, they don't vet people like that. So here's my thing. I feel like your shows, Bravo, Andy, NBC, Universal, Truly Original, your shows are really, you guys can just change your whole name to like Criminals by Bravo. Like, at this point, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, who are all of the people that have been on Bravo for some reason or another and have been arrested? It's a whole list of people. I think I named them off last week. Let's see. Porsha, we know, went to jail during the pandemic. And we know she's a little street fighter, so, I mean, just saying. That lady, Jen Shaw, went to, I think is in prison currently. Teresa Giudice from New York. I'm sorry, from New Jersey. Her and her husband went to prison. This new lady on Beverly Hills, what is her name? They call her 8.5. What is her name? Anna Marie. Her husband is being dragged through the mud right now, saying that because there were some SA allegations against him. But I don't know if he's been in jail, but he might be on his way. Who else? I believe NENE's been in jail at least once. Marlo said check her charges. Love you, Marlo and NENE. I love everybody. Well, there's a few exceptions, like Giselle. I don't love her. Anywho, there's been lots of people that have come on the show and then ended up being arrested. Oh, Luann de Lesseps, the one that got out of the handcuffs in the back of the police vehicle. I can promise you, if she looked like me, she wouldn't have got off with no jail time. I'm just saying. I do have a question though, Bravo, while I have you. Are y'all gonna add Porsha to that, what is it called? The Hustler and the Housewife? Y'all gonna add Porsha edition? I can't. I just listen. This is a mess. I mean, and shout out to NENE Leakes. NENE, sis, did you reach out to Porsha about, you know, this hard time she's going through? Like, because Remember, NENE said to some outlet when she was walking somewhere, being her NENE, these legs, honey, these legs. That's what she was giving. And they asked her about Kim Zolciak, I believe, and she was like, "Yeah, I called Kim. You know, she's having a rough time. Blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh, okay." Not Kim. NENE, have you reached out to baby sis, Porsha, baby sis? Carlos King. You know what? He said on his podcast. No, what is it called? I guess he's a YouTuber too, a content creator. Anyway, he said over on his channel, what is it called? Reality with the King or King of Reality? I don't know. He said that, you know, he was basically so happy for Porsha that she got, I guess, a new contract with Bravo. And that the thing that I held on to, though, that stuck out of my mind was he said, Carlos King said something, well, he said in part, Porsha don't fly like how we fly. She flies private only. And let me be clear. When all of this mess started, on whatever season that was, that Porsha met her coworker that was married to Simon Guobadia at his house. And he was sitting, I feel like he was sitting like in the pool. He wasn't in the pool, but like on some steps or something. I don't know. I had a bad vibe then. And I'm not saying the man is bad, but I'm just saying, I just had a bad vibe then. So when the end of the season basically wrapped and then suddenly Porsha's, you know, on a boat, I feel like taking photos with this dude. It's like, yo, what is happening? Because last time I checked, he's still married to her, sis. What's happening? Girl. And then she had that spinoff. I didn't watch it because I can't with the ratchetness. But I did hear that it was terrible in terms of if her purpose was to show us her life and want us to root for her, even though I haven't seen one episode, everybody that I've heard talked about it was just like, it was a whole mess. Meaning, it wasn't good for you. It wasn't a good look. But I guess any publicity is good publicity. Candy Burris. What do you think about Bravo replacing you with Porsha? You think they're gonna keep her now that, you know, her husband is allegedly a criminal and they're getting a divorce? And you have some advice for her? Because, you know, you and Todd Tucker, y'all have a successful marriage. You know, he's a Leo like me, and you're a Taurus like my husband, so I get it, you know. But have you reached out to Porsha? I wouldn't. Anyway. So, like I said, tonight we're going to talk about Porsha Williams and what's going on with her. I don't get it. This is why I don't get it. Nobody... Listen, with all of the... We live in the information age of technology. Like, we have access to any and everything. I don't understand how you didn't vet this man, Porsha. And then my thing is, I remember when... on that one episode where, you know, Porsha, I guess, had the moving truck moving her stuff or whatever. And she's like, I gave the house to my mom. And I remember then thinking, oh. Because my thing was, if this man was cheating with you, allegedly, while he was still married to his wife, why would you believe anything? I can't. But then again, let's be clear. Let's be very clear. A few seasons ago, but it was right after that whole incident with Candy and Phaedra and that Porsha line on her and all that kind of stuff. Candy basically was trying to tell Porsha, listen, this is before, I think before she got pregnant, right? And she was dating that dentist guy. Candy tried to tell her, she was like, listen, my friend dated him and some things in the streets. You know, basically, Candy knows everybody. It feels like but she said, I'm where I'm at. Yeah, so Candy tried to tell her, but I think Porsha's the lady that is willing to look the other way. I saw this meme. Well, I don't know if it was me. It was just kind of like this little video. It was a real short snippet of this white lady looking like, you know, she just coming from shopping at Saks and she lives in Beverly Hills. And when she walks in the door, her husband is in the couch with some mistress lady, you know, getting it in. And she just turns all the way around. She's just like, I'm blind. I feel like that's what Porsha did. Like, listen, I don't give a about whatever he's doing as long as I could go shopping and fly, you know, first class. I really do think she felt like she won. But let's be clear, Porsha. Come to the front, sis. You cannot, you're not winning or being blessed with another person's spouse. Right? You're not winning. I don't care how checked out he said he was or whatever the case may be. It didn't come across that way. It came across to the audience, in my opinion, that there was some stuff going on because most people don't fall in love like that, especially grown people, in like a month, or I don't even know what the time frame was. Y'all gave us some malarkey that nobody believed, but I will say this, because I know I've been cracking jokes, but I am sad for her because, I mean, on a human level, I'm married. I'm going to be married 18 years in April. So in about a month or so. And so I know what marriage is. And I know that we live in a toxic, we live in a toxic world where we glorify a man choosing you. Bitch. Okay, be glad I chose you. Let's start there, okay? Let's be very, very clear. But women, unfortunately, we've been conditioned to think that it's such a great thing for a man to want to marry us. And I'm not saying it's not a good thing. I'm saying the toxicity of it is we're supposed to be all happy and elated, and everyone's telling us congratulations that this man, you know, proposed to you. I guess you're supposed to put your value in a man. Don't do that. That's not even cute. But on the other hand, the same people at that same engagement party will be like, man, you ready to get married? Excuse me? Why would a person say that? It's the toxic conditioning. It's negative for a man to get married because he's losing everything. But somehow a woman is gaining everything. Miss me with that. I'm real educated and real fabulous over here, honey. Top tier. So I don't need none of that. I mean, it's great. I have a great husband and he provides and all that. But listen, men leave and cheat and do all kinds of stuff. I mean, let's just say it wouldn't even have to be that. He could, honest to God, I would hate if anything ever happened to him. But I'm like, tomorrow's not promised is what I'm really getting at. So regardless of whatever the people in my circle have for me, how much love they have for me, I still got to get me. I'm never going to put all my eggs in someone else's basket and hope for the best. I ain't doing that. Sorry. And I feel like the problem with Porsha is there's two things. Porsha has been married and divorced twice while being at Bravo. Well, she's technically not divorced yet, but, you know, maybe they can work it out. Maybe it's all a big misunderstanding. Okay, I want to say, I want to be very clear. I am not laughing at the demise of, or the dissolution of this lady's marriage or this man's marriage. I'm not. I just do think that it's real difficult, and I'm a very empathetic person, but it's very difficult to me when you do so many slivery moves and snake-like moves. I can't say 100% what happened between Porsha and Mr. Simon Guobadia for sure. I can just tell you what the optics look like. And that's the thing too. I feel like Porsha, the reason she married Cordell, the reason she had that baby with her baby, sorry, I didn't mean that in that way, Porsha, if you're watching. She had her baby, her beautiful daughter with the McKinley guy, the hot dog guy. And now she got married to this guy. I just think for her, she wants the optics to look as though she is top tier in every category and she is living her best fabulous life. Now listen, I agree with that. I agree with wanting the world to know you are winning. 100% I agree with that, because that's just how I roll in general. But the difference I feel like is with me, I'm not expecting someone else to give it to me in that way. Because, listen, in a whole heartbeat, I'll go get my own shit before I hope you give me something. You know, I mean, when you're married, you know, you expect your husband to get you nice things and vice versa, because I'm that girl. If I'm getting you something nice, I probably got me one too. But I'm just saying. So yeah, I think you should spoil your wife or your husband or whatever. But I just think she wants this image out there of her that she's won something. And again, like I said, you can't win somebody else's husband. It just looks very messy, girl. Um, I don't know how many people watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but this situation is giving Erica Jane Girardi right now to me, because um, this is similar. It's not the same because Tom Girardi's had victims of, plane crashes and all kinds of stuff like that, where he allegedly, won these big cases for these people, and then use their money and fed his wife's career and all this stuff. So, but I'm saying it's the same in the sense of like this young beautiful woman, because I do think Erica's beautiful and I do think Porsha's beautiful. That's the what's the right word, correlation between Erica and Porsha. It's that I don't think either of them married because they love the men. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I mean, we all seen what the men look like, including, what is that guy's name? Stewart, whatever his name was, the one that she came on the show with, Cordell. Nobody Porsha has dated was like genuine, or Hill Harper. I don't think Porsha's the most beautiful person in the world, but she got body for days, and she has a pretty face, I would say. She looks really good. So I just don't understand why you go get the guys that don't match it. Maybe because the guys that don't match it know that they can get it. And maybe she does too, so she's just like, let's move along. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I do feel like Porsha's problem, to me, also in the love category, is that I feel like Porsha's willing to like sell her, I won't say sell, I'll say provide access to, I feel like Porsha will give access or provide access to her Queen Victoria to the highest bidder. And I'm not saying, I can't say for sure if that's true or not. I can't say that. But I'm just saying what the optics look like. And I'm not saying it's because she only dates these, rich guys or supposedly allegedly rich guys. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, why are you in a rush to get married when you already have everything going for you? Live your life, sis. Your golden years. Don't let these men suck up all your juicy years and then ain't got nothing left. But I do think this, though. I will give her this. I do think Porsha wants that outside of the optics of it, like I'm saying. I do think she does. She ideally wants that family. She wants a nice family and access to everything. And I'm not mad at that, because that's exactly what I would want. I'm just not willing to sacrifice. I got to look at you, sir. I don't know. I mean, I wonder who Porsha's going to get as her divorce attorney. You think she's going to get that one white guy that NENE Leakes let everybody use on The Real Housewives of Atlanta? You know what? She could get Porsha. I mean, not Porsha. Phaedra. No, I don't know. I don't know if Phaedra's a good look. And I like Phaedra. She became some sort of Instagram model, I guess. I didn't like her on Atlanta Housewives, but I definitely like her on Married to Medicine, so I think they should keep her over there. So I wouldn't hire Phaedra. I wouldn't. It's just too many shady things in Phaedra's past that I'm like. But then again, I mean, there's a lot of shady things in Porsha's past. There's a lot of shady things in a lot of people's past, so maybe that's not even a good thing. I don't know. I want Porsha to pick someone smart. Porsha, please, girl, get you an attorney that's smarter than the 5th grader. Okay? Listen, I know I'm being so shady on this channel, but I just gotta call it like I see it. So it's like, I wonder, Do you think they had a prenup? I feel like that Porsha had enough assets that she would probably have demanded a prenup. Maybe. I hope. That's what I'm going to say. I know. Don't talk about me and my struggle wig. Do I like these glasses? I don't know if I like these. Let's see. I think I like... Where do I have my other glasses in here? Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I like either of these. No, I'm not into it right now. My glasses won't let me be great. And I got on the struggle wig. Listen, I don't know. I do feel bad for her, though, because who wants to be publicly humiliated? But I also feel like, Porsha, girl, what was your vows at the vow ceremony? At the wedding ceremony? Did you say until death do us part? Because I could have sworn it's for richer or richer, like NENE said. I don't know. I mean, I don't blame her for getting a divorce, but it didn't even, it seemed like she filed for divorce literally the next day. That's what it seems like. I'm like, dang. What's that conversation like? Shamia, you letting Porsha stay at your house, Gary? Don't Shamia have an African too? Shout out to all the Africans. I like my African men, my African people. I ain't never had an African man, but I'm just saying. Shout out to them. They ain't all, let's not start lumping people because they're not all Simon Guobadia. You know. I will say one thing about Simon. He's persistent. Because how many times somebody gonna kick you out their country and deport you and you come back? So disrespectful. Anyways. You know, Porsha, now that I think about it, go get Olivia Pope. You need somebody like that. You need a handler, somebody that come and, I don't even know. So, like, I will say this, Porsha. Listen, come to the front. Chanel gonna give you a little bit of advice, love. I think what you should do is, you already secured your check, I'm assuming. But, you know, most of those contracts will say something about, like, a character, this, that, or the other. Like a morality clause or something like that. I don't think Bravo gonna let her out of her contract if she wanted to. I don't think that's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't happen. And that's selfish, because I wouldn't want nobody to force me to play out my divorce with this much of a scandal attached to it on national TV. But this is the thing. The good news is, Porsha, if you go into this next season, 16, I believe, and you give the stellar performance, you know, like that performance you gave the first season you were on, where you were pretending that you were like a Stepford wife and you were very polished and put together, and I don't want to go to a strip club, and I am really proud of Cordell for letting me come, because he let me come on this trip. Remember that, girl? That was a whole performance, if y'all didn't know. Catch it. It was an entire performance. Who goes from Stepford wife to the Princess of Thailandia in a year? Girl, stop. So go ahead, go on over to Bravo and give your stellar performance, and then you'll really get the bag. Because people are going to be the crazy part, and this is also the sick part of this whole situation, is that now everyone that said, I'm not watching Atlanta Housewives, they got rid of Candy, or that they need to revamp everything because it's like not the best show anymore and whatever else, or the people who are like, I'm not watching it because Porsha's coming back. I think that was more of the minority, but I think Porsha's going to bring them all the way back, because everybody's going to want to know what Kenya Moore has to say. They are. Everybody's going to want to know what Kenya Moore has to say. And I read somewhere that they fired Marlo. I hate that. I really loved Marlo. I really like Marlo. I know a lot of people didn't like her, but I understood Marlo. I understand her. I do. My thing is, yes, she goes below the belt, but who on any of these housewife shows don't? At some point. They all do. They all say things that are hurtful. Maybe it wouldn't be hurtful to you, but it still could be hurtful to someone else, you know? So, I liked her. Like, I didn't have a problem with Marlo. Plus, I just always feel like people wanted Marlo to not really drag Kenya, because they love Kenya. But Kenya stays on people's necks. Be very clear. Kenya has gotten into it. People are like, Marlo, always, she's problematic. Kenya has gotten into it with everybody. Who did she get into? Let's see. NENE, Kim Zolciak, Kim, what's the other Kim? Kim Fields. She got into it on that bus that time with Candy. She hated Cynthia. Remember, she said she didn't have a brain at some point. She got into it with that one girl from Clark. What was her name? Clark? I don't know. She got into it with that lady. Who else did Kenya get into it with? She got into it with Apollo. She got into it with Phaedra. I mean, basically anyone that passed through the door. Because Kenya is mean. She's a mean girl. She is. And Kenya thinks she can be a mean girl just because she's cute. Actually, you should be cute and be kind. Just saying. I think, listen, there's a reason that Kenya, nobody will stay. I'm going to just say that. I don't get it. Anyways, I think this is a sad situation. It's unfortunate, but I also think that you gotta be smarter about, girl, what you doing with your life over here. Like, you gotta be making good choices for you and PJ. Is that what she calls her daughter, PJ? Let's see, I'm feeling very Gucci at the moment. I told y'all this is a struggle wig. Listen, me and my struggle wig. Oh, please, look. Listen. Yeah, I like my struggle wig. I told you, I be getting these wigs out of a box from somewhere. I don't even know where I got this one from. But I certainly got it out of a box somewhere. This is how you know it's a struggle wig. You got to keep your brush with you. Because it might get stiff or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all probably can't even hear me. I need to get my microphone hooked up properly. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Because I slay. Prove to me you got some coordination. Oh, jeez Louise. Porsha, girl. Porsha. But that being said, I do, like I said, I do feel, I have compassion for her. But it's very little. And only because of how she got him. It just was so savage. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of this whole Porsha filing for divorce, like literally 24 hours after the world finds out, again, that her husband is some sort of fraudulent person that's been deported a few times and whatever else. Tell me what y'all think about that. Do you think she should stay on Bravo on this new season? You think she should try to get out of her contract to avoid, like, public ridicule? But honestly, I think people that love Porsha aren't going to care. They're going to rally around her, and they're going to... I'm going to say this, because I'm a nice person. I do really want her, and anyone who really wants love, to obtain it. I just don't understand why she rushes so much. It's just bizarre. It's like... Because, because to me, that's what real thirst is. Because people are always like, oh, this person's thirsty and that person's thirsty. They come for me on reality TV. No, to me, let's be clear. All of these people only go on reality TV because they're thirsty. Let's be very, very clear. Because if you have everything together and you got your money and you a real boss and whatever else, what do you need to be on reality TV for? Attention. And people who are attention seeking equals thirsty. I'm just saying. And I'm not mad at it. You're getting a cute coin and, to go in there and let people follow you around in your life and whatnot and exposing your secrets and whatever else. So I'm not mad at it, but I just want y'all to call it what it is and stop acting like y'all so above it when a new person comes on the show and you're like, oh, she thirsty. All of y'all are thirsty. Or she's a fan. All of y'all are fans. Be very clear. Nobody comes onto a TV show knowing absolutely nothing about the show. If you know nothing, how you going to know what's fair in your contract? You don't know nothing. You ain't ever watched this show. You don't know what anything about it. That's why it's so laughable. All of the newbies that come on, they're like, yeah, I never watched the show. Shut up. What did NENE say? Stop lying. Shut up. It's just like, but people will sit on their platforms and be on TV and be like, yeah, I heard she dated a fan. I'm like, girl, you're a fan. Kim Zolciak. And let's be clear. Your husband married you because he was a fan, sis. Stop it. Stop it. I will say, though, I wouldn't say that, I don't necessarily feel like that about NENE for whatever reason. I think the reason I say this is because NENE, if you just follow her career in Housewives, she didn't even feel like she felt like maybe she didn't have as much as some of the other people. Like, you know, Kim was dating Big Pop and all that. So I think she felt like, I don't have as much. And so she just decided to be herself. And that's, I feel like, part of her charm and why we kind of was like rooting for her. I wouldn't say she felt like that and was just so thirsty. I don't think so. I think NENE got on TV. Everybody loved her. I would say most people loved her. And she loved the attention. But I don't think necessarily at that time she was attention seeking or thirsty or some big fan. I think NENE was just trying to get into the business. And reality TV provided a way. That's what I think. And that's the only reason why I say I'm not convinced that she was a fan of the show or anything like that. But pretty much everybody else I feel like was. It's just my opinion. At me if you bought that life. No, I'm playing. Anyway, thank you guys for taking time out of your day to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Hit the notification button. I'm really just trying to build my community over here, and I just would love for y'all to join me. Sidebar, I'm going to do a live on colorism. And it's not going to be, I don't want it to be like some sort of let's bash people session. I just really want to have a conversation and let people talk about how they've been treated, how their family members have been treated. Not to say who's right and who's wrong, because colorism exists. And it doesn't only exist in our community. It exists, I would say, in most communities, probably with the exception of Caucasian, because usually you can kind of tell that they're all Caucasian. But when you go to Asia, there's like whitening cream, lightening cream, and everything, every product almost. So it's everywhere. It's the Spanish people who's lighter, they're better. It's everywhere. And I think I would like to have a healthy conversation about it. So I'm going to do that probably this week. I'm going to have a panel of people and we're going to just talk about it. It's not about badgering people or anything like that. I just want to have a conversation and see what people think on, I would say, all sides of the aisle, right? So people who are biracial, people who are chocolate drops like me, people who are just light-skinned and things like that. And I would love to have like a male perspective too. So I'm working on that. But I'll let you guys know. I'll do some sort of, I don't know if I'll do a video, but you guys, I'll do some sort of notification. So again, if you're new here, please come back and see me if you like this video. Go ahead and watch all my other ones. You know, it's a good time, and you can go binge watch it. Binge watch all of Chanel's reality, and then like, share, and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye. Oh, I got a whole straw in the way. Why nobody? Where's my stage production manager? Bye, guys.